Hi everyone, it's a new week, so we're just going to begin with some church news and announcements. First of all, this evening, Monday evening, we have prayer in the church building at 7:30 p.m. If you're coming, please remember to bring a face mask. Also, on Wednesday morning from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m, Full Gospel Church, the building, is going to be open if anyone would like to drop off items for Storehouse. And on 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday evening, we're continuing with our online service via YouTube, and we're continuing with the series called A House Connected to Heaven. And this week we're going to be looking at Joshua chapter 2, the story of Rahab, and we will be taking communion after the service, so please remember to get bread and grape juice in the house for that. Also on Friday evening we have prayer via Zoom at 7:30 p.m. and on Saturday morning we're continuing with our prayer for the persecuted church via YouTube. This Sunday morning our online service is going to be a family service at 10 a.m. via YouTube, and on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. we have our service in the church building, and we're going to be looking at Nehemiah chapter 3 as we continue our series in the book of Nehemiah. Remember that if you'd like to give to the life of the church at the moment, you can speak to myself or Mark or David, and one of us will be able to give you the church bank details. Please stay in touch with the good things that God is doing in the life of the church at the moment. Now, in just a minute, we're going to hear the word for today this morning, and it's Molly Ritchie who's going to be sharing with us. Many of you will know Molly and Steve Ritchie. They pastored and led AOG Musselburgh and Fraserburgh for many years, or in fact many decades. And Molly and Stevie Ritchie are a couple who have got a really good relationship with Full Gospel Church, and we are truly blessed to have them in our life. So I'd encourage you this morning to open up your hearts and allow God to speak to you through the word that Molly is going to share. Have a great day, have a great week. God bless you. Bye.
Good morning, church. I just thought I would share a wee word of encouragement. I've been reading Psalm 136 quite a lot recently, and what's encouraged me is the fact that it continually, after every verse, says His love endures forever. And reading through it, reading about saying that God is the creator, that God is in charge, that God's in control, and then it continually, after every verse, His love endures forever. And it's just encouraged me so much just recently, because we know that God's there, and we know that He's for us and it is not against us, and He's there, and His love endures forever. And it talks about when they went through the Red Sea, His love endures forever. They had all the difficulties, but His love endured forever. And I was thinking about my own experience and realising that in every situation in my life, every step that I go through, that God's love endures forever. And that when He brought me into a place where He showed me the way of salvation, He put someone in the way in my office, and I came to know Jesus. And He said His love endures forever. And that through all these years, which are a lot, I just encouraged that His love endures forever. You know, we go through tough times as well, but they did in that psalm as well. We talked about the difficult times, but you know that God's love endured forever, and that it still endures forever. Every single day of my life, I just thank Him that His love endures forever. You know, we've been blessed by God in so many different ways. And just recently, Steve was honoured for his service, and I think that's great because, you know, because of his faithfulness. But look, you know, it's just great that even in the good times that His love endures, but also in the bad times, in the hard times, in the times when they're put into situations which we wouldn't not necessarily choose to, but God's love endures forever. And, you know, God's blessed us with 3 amazing kids. Mark, Scott and Judith. Mark's in the ministry full time. Scott's just got a heart of gold. He's a servant, and he just loves people. And Judith's serving in the church as well down in Bolton. And we just thank God every day that His love endures forever. And that, you know, even through the tough times in all their experiences and all their lives, that God's love never left us. And even when Scott in his situation as a baby, that God brought him through, that, you know, the doctors didn't give us any hope, but we know that God's love endures forever, and we're just encouraged by that. And in the hard times, even now as we're going through difficult times, but God's love endures forever and is never going to leave you. It's always going to be there. It endures forever. It's steadfast, and that's just so encouraging. And I just want to encourage you today. Sometimes we get a lot of, talk about fear and all these different things. And yeah, maybe some people are, but you know what? When God's in control and his love endures forever, we've got absolutely nothing to be concerned about and nothing to worry about. Let's hold on to him and allow his love to endure forever in our lives. Bless you.